Yo, what's good? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. So, yes, apparently Allison Cooper sat down, Anderson Cooper, I'm sorry. Anderson Cooper sat down with Kamala Harris and they had a talk. And this was after this was right after the debate between Biden and Trump. And yeah, hey, from what little bit I did see, Anderson Cooper, yeah, he was holding it in the road. He was holding it in the road. So, all right, let's go ahead on and dive off into this. Let's put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
Some within your own party are wondering if President Biden should even step aside. What do you say to that?
Listen, first of all, what we saw tonight is the president making a very clear contrast with Donald Trump on all of the issues that matter to the American people. Yes, there was a slow start, but it was a strong finish. And what became very clear through the course of the night is that Joe Biden is fighting on behalf of the American people, on substance, on policy, on performance. Joe Biden is extraordinarily strong.
And I'm sorry, on substance and policy and performance tonight, I mean, the president's performance tonight clearly was disappointing for his supporters. CNN is reporting Democratic lawmakers watching the debate were worried about the president's performance. One said it was a disaster. Another called it a train wreck. Those are Democrats, especially worried that Biden did not punch back on Trump's lies.
Listen, people can debate on style points, but ultimately this election and who is the president of the United States has to be about substance. And the contrast is clear. Look at what happened during the course of the debate. Donald Trump lied over and over and over again, as he is wont to do. He would not disavow what happened on January 6th. He would not give a clear answer on whether he would stand by the election results this November. He went.
Okay, listen, look, people. You know, we clearly saw what we saw. For those who did watch it, you know what I'm saying? I went live with it. I didn't go from the full beginning, but I did catch enough of it when I went live. But yeah, we all saw that tragedy. I mean, dude, listen, look, man, Biden was up there out of his mind. You know, could barely answer questions properly. And man, it's just amazing to me that they would actually allow this to happen. You know, I don't know what the Democrat Party is up to here, but they're clearly not caring about what's going on in America. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I don't trust none of them people. I don't care, Democrat, Republican, Senate, the damn Chief Justice, all them doggone judges. I don't trust none of them fools. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't trust none of them. No way. It just is what it is. But for a sitting president to be up there like that, stumbling, spaced out, not knowing what's really going on, because you could clearly see in his eyes he wasn't fully there. And then by the end of it, you know, he definitely was falling off the stage almost. His wife had to come help him, things like that. I mean, the footage out there, find it for yourself. I'm telling you now, it's crazy to see how this is going down. And this is from the time I've been living from to now. This is the first time I have ever seen this go on with the president. And this is the first time I have ever seen there was no real candidates to, give the Democratic Party any extra candidates or the Republican Party. Which that's wild within itself. I'm not understanding that either. But no, I don't think he's really running anything right now. I can't think of the president's name. I think it may have been Woodrow Wilson. Where anyway, the president that was in the wheelchair, I think it was Woodrow Wilson. I may be wrong, don't quote me, but At one point, his wife was actually running the country when he was down sick. So I can clearly see how they would cover up and actually probably have Kamala running the country or something like that. But I don't think Joe's really running the country right now. Seriously.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
I don't think Joe's running the country at all. Let's just be honest on that. Policy, all that stuff, I don't think he's doing anything.
Back and forth about where he stands on one of the most critical issues of freedom in America, which is the right of a woman to make decisions about their own body. He has been completely ambiguous and all over the place about where he stands on that issue, despite the fact that he hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And that's exactly what they did. And just 3 years ago, we commemorated the 2-year anniversary of Dobbs, wherein women across our country have been denied emergency health care.
All that may be true. All that may be true. But the president of the United States was not able to make that case to Donald Trump on the stage tonight. I mean, you debated against then Vice President Vice President Biden 4 years ago, and he was a very different person on the stage 4 years ago when you debated him. You must, I mean, that's certainly true, is it not?
Anderson, the point has to be performance in terms of what a president does. A president who...
Yeah, and he didn't perform. It just is what it is.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
He didn't perform. Now, she can sit up there and shuffle all the cards that she want to out here. But no, ma'am. I'm sorry. And I would not trust him to get back in there 4 more years, man. I think this would be a true setup. Like, seriously. Because at this point right now, the way that he looks like he's out of it, man. Listen, man. I don't want to end up with Kamala running nothing around here, let alone her damn mouth. No. No.
But that is what's scary for people
against the
watching
Capitol. No, but I got the point that you're making about a 1.5-hour debate tonight. I'm talking about 3.5 years of performance in work that has been historic.
But
whether
is that
it be
the man who we saw on the stage tonight? Is that the
other
person
guy
you
on
see
the
in
debate
meetings every day?
stage? The person that you saw on the debate stage that has, for the last 3.5 years, up until today, performed in a way that has been about, whether it be in the Oval Office, negotiating bipartisan deals so that we have an infrastructure, a real infrastructure plan where we're putting trillions of dollars on the streets of America to upgrade our infrastructure. Whether it be the person I see in the Oval Office who is meeting with heads of the military and the intelligence community and in the Situation Room, ensuring the safety of America. The person I see in Joe Biden on the world stage, convening world leaders who often ask for his advice, most recently just during the G7 conference. So I'm not going to spend all night with you talking about the last 90 minutes.
Well,
what the? Hey. No, Kamala says she's not gonna spend all night. You know, hey, wow, man. Listen, look, man. Boy, wee, man. Okay, then. Lord have mercy. She reminded me of when Fanny was on that damn stand. What I'm not gonna do is. Oh my goodness. Okay, then. Okay. All right.
And I've been watching the last 3.5 years of performance.
Man. Lord have mercy, man. This is sad out here. This is truly sad. It's a sad state of affairs that we in out here, people. It is a sad state of affairs that we in this country right now. You know, we got the borders wide open. We got the president up there, you know, sleepwalking and shit out here. Man, allegedly shitting on himself. I mean, you know. I don't know how true that is, but Oh my goodness, man. What are we doing in America, bro? What are we doing? Where are we going? And that's the huge question. Where are we going in this country? Everybody should be asking themselves that question. Where are we going? What's really finna happen here? Finances is messed up. Nobody can really afford to buy homes, do the normal, well, what used to be called the American dream. People are out of line with each other. Everybody's on edge. And it seems to be that our heads of states is just running around here being goofy. No, you can't make this shit up, man. But it is what it is, though. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.
Talk about that some other time.
No, I want to talk about it now. See,
Fred,
another reason
Fred, I said we'll talk about that some other time.
You don't tell me what I can talk about. You don't tell me what I can talk about in my own house.
Don't you point your finger at my nose, Fred Sanford.
I'll point my finger at your nose, and I'll point my foot somewhere else.